Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome, welcome. For those of you who it's your first time, my name is Miss Stephanie, and I teach piano, voice, and ukulele here on YouTube and over on Patreon. So if you get a chance, please subscribe and maybe share so that more people can enjoy equitable lessons. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to learn about steps and skips as singers. In piano, we learn it, they're the same thing, but we learn it in a different way. Singers, we sometimes want to learn a song just by listening to it on the radio or and while we can definitely learn it that way, that's for sure. I think that if you learn how to read music, it is quite helpful because you can be more precise with what you are learning, and you can use warm-ups and technical exercises that will benefit you within your piece of music. So I do want to show you what it looks like, and then we'll do some exercises is what it sounds like. Okay, so love this little whiteboard. It looks like Morse code, doesn't it? So here we have, let's get a little bit more light in here. So here we have notes that move up, and notice that we're not skipping anything. So literally we are stepping up from this line to the next space with no notes in between, just like that. And over here, I've given you some examples of some skips. So a skip looks exactly like you would think. You go from one note to the next, but you skip a note. So from here to here is a skip because we skipped this note. Do, do, do. And that's what that sounds like. That sounds like skips. So over here, do, 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 do. That sounds like steps. So when we're going from one note to the very next note, no notes in between, it sounds like this. Pull my bench up a little bit. It sounds just like this. Notice my fingers are walking up, and your voice walks up. Okay? Now, when I do skips, notice I'm skipping fingers and I'm skipping keys. That means I'm skipping tones, I'm skipping pitches in my voice. That's right, that's right. So we're going to learn a little bit of solfege. Solfege are hand symbols and words. We'll learn the hand symbols, and very quickly we go directly just into using the words in our scores. But let's just go over those beginning solfege: do, re, mi, fa, sol. And that's all we're going to. I know. That's all we're going to do today, but I know you recognize that, don't you? Kind of recognize that from the Sound of Music. Do, a deer, a female deer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. And so, so yes, that's very similar to what we're going to be doing. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to do it with one hand. You can just do it with one hand if you want. You don't have to do it with two, but I'm going to have one hand on the piano. Okay? Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Sorry about that. So do, re, mi, fa, sol. Really, sol is here. Sol kind of looks like um, you're kind of looking over a fence, if you will. Sol, even when it's one hand. Do, re, mi, fa is like That's a downer. Sol, do, re. Re kind of looks like a house, like the roof of an A-line house. Mi, where you sit your tea. Let's do that one more time, just going straight up. And this time, let's go backwards because what comes up must go down. So let's do that both up and down. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Excellent. Let's go a little faster. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Excellent. Now let's do some skips. Here's what skips sound like. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Let's slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Excellent. So let's look at what these look like again. Do. And we're walking up and we're skipping up. Okay, walking up and skipping up. So let's go over that solfege one more time. And this time we're going to do it legato, staccato, and legato. What do those words mean? I'll tell you. Legato means smoothly connected, just like I just sang it. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Staccato is short and detached. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Okay, so we're going to do it. Do, mi, sol, mi, do, mi, sol, mi, do. Okay, legato, staccato. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do, mi, sol, mi, do. Now, were you able to do that all in one breath? If not, or if you didn't even pay attention, let's try it again. And this time, let's try it all in one breath, okay? Doesn't mean you have to go like this and suck in a whole lot of air. It just means you have to control and plan for the amount of air you have to use. In other words, don't let all of your air out on the first note. Sort of save it and let it out a little bit at a time. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do, mi, sol, mi, do. Excellent. Now let's do the same thing with steps. That was our skips. Now we're going to go do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, up and down, up and down. Okay, are you ready? Let's give it a try. On our steps, legato first, then staccato. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Excellent. Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Oh, excellent. Let's go up. Let's move. I use movable do. So do dough is whatever. There's two kinds of dough we can use, and this will be, most people won't understand this, but I just have to tell you. There is movable dough and there's fixed dough. Fixed dough means C is always dough. I don't use fixed dough. I'm not going to go into the barrage of reasons that I don't. I think it's wonderful, whatever you use. But here in my studio, we used movable dough. So whatever key you're in, that tonic, that first note of the scale becomes do. So for instance, the key of C, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, That's do was C, right? But when I move to the key of D, D becomes do because my ears like it that way. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Otherwise, I'd be starting on re. And for me, there's, like I said, there's lots of reasons, but for now, I'll just say because my ears like it that way. So we are going to move up to D, and D is going to become do. So we went from C being do, and now D is going to be do. And let's do the same thing. Let's do legato staccato on skips. 1, 2, ready, and do, mi, so, mi, do, mi, so, mi, do. Now let's do the same thing on steps, but a little bit faster. 1, 2, ready, and do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Excellent. Now let's move on. Let's go on to E. One more. It's our last one. 1, 2, ready, and do, mi, so, mi, do, mi, so, mi, do. Do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Excellent. So practice your hand signs. It's hard for me to do my hand signs and play and sing at the same time. Um, the hand signs are quite helpful, especially when you're first starting. When you get more comfortable with your solfege, then you can just take the hand signs away. But in the beginning, they really are quite helpful. I hope this is very helpful to you, singing legato and staccato and working on steps and skips. Okay, I'll see you next time. Don't forget to practice, like, and subscribe. And if you want to go more in depth, join our classes over on Patreon. Bye bye.